say my name is Melanie. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a DIY chair and for a very cheap cost. So first you'll need a bucket, just like this one. And it can be any size you would like it to be. And if your bucket is a little bit shorter, like mine, then when we're done, we can put something under the bucket so it'll raise the bucket a little bit higher. So if you don't know if you're going to be able to do this or not, I'm going to put all of the supplies that you're going to use to make this right here. Okay, so that's the supplies. And yeah, let's get into it. So like I said, first you're going to need a bucket. Okay, so right here is my bucket, and it's not the tallest, but like I said, when I'm done, I'm going to raise it up. So right now, I have the bucket, right? And we don't want to just sit on this and put some fabric over it because that would hurt, right? Because there's a bunch of bumps up here and stuff. So I'm going to get a pillow. Also, you do not have to do this part if you have a circle kind of like pillow that has fluff in it. That will fit perfectly on the top. To make it easier, I'm going to cut it so I can just get these two sides together. So if you have a stapler like me, then you're going to cut the top layer of cloth off, and you're going to take this very good fluff out. So first you're going to get a pillow, and you're going to take it out of the pillow slip if you have one, and you are going to cut inside so you can just get the stuffing on the inside of the pillow. Then you're going to flip. You're going to get the flattest side on your pillowcase, and you're going to put your bucket on top of here. Sorry, not pillowcase, the inside of the pillow. And then you're going to trace it. So, now that I did my trace, after you do your trace, you're going to cut it out. Make sure if you're cutting this out to ask an adult. So, after you cut this out, you're going to put it on the bucket. Make sure you're putting the bucket on this side to the point where this is the bottom. You're going to put this onto the bucket just like this and press it down. Then if you see any like little hairs that's like sticking out, or if it's like a little bit far away, then just cut it right off because you do not want any excess hair. Once you're done cutting the outside, then you're going to get any kind of fabric that you don't want to use and put it right on over. So make sure that when you put the fabric on, the fabric is evenly placed all over the bucket. And it's okay if it goes a little bit over the bucket size. And yes, do not ask why I have a Shopkins thing to go over it. It's just because it's the only fabric I had. So now that you have this, you're going to try your best to hold this on there. Flip it over like that. So now you're going to get all the fabric. And this part is my favorite because then you don't have to cut it. Okay, so now that I have all the fabric, you can just stuff it in the inside of the bucket. And make sure that the sides look good and everything. Like this doesn't look the best. So I'm going to make that knot go under there. And just keep on pushing and pushing and pushing and pulling. Making sure that's super tight on here. And that's perfectly on here. Okay, so now that you have all the stuff in here and that you think it's perfect, make the excess fluff that you had, you're going to roll it up and put it in here. So then all the stuff will stay. Because pillowcasing stuff is very firm. So it will, help your head and stuff. So you're going to put that in there and everything should stay the same. And if you had those excess cuts that we had that were like little furries coming off and stuff, you're going to put that on it and just push it, because pillowcase stuff, it connects very easily. So now you're going to flip it over. It's a little bit heavier now, and there you go. So yeah, this is how to make a DIY chair out of a bucket and some other supplies. And if you don't like the fabric that I put on it, then you can just take all the stuff out and then take this off and repeat the directions that we just did and put it on over. So now this is my chair. So since this is kind of shorter, it's not the biggest of a chair, I'm going to stack it on top of stuff. Well, I just encountered a spider while moving some stuff so I can fit my chair there. That was scary. So right here I put down 2 things that would help support our bucket chair. So I'm going to put it right here on top of my suitcase. And there you go. And also when you sit down on it, it's super comfy because you have the fluffing, because you have the fluff from the pillow. And on top of that, you have fabric that will keep it super squishy and nice. And also, if you want to, you can put the fabric on the fabric. You can tuck it in on the inside, and then you can pin it down to the bottom. And after you pin it down to the bottom, you can put stuff in there, and you can use it as like a storage box and a chair. And also, I would recommend a bigger box, because now that I'm sitting here, I'm like, this is a lot smaller than I thought. Okay, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Bye!